What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Super exciting news today, especially for fans of Nova, as it seems he will be joining the MCU in his own solo film early in Phase 5. The report breaking late yesterday that we'll be getting a Nova film that we all expected was coming, given what the Russos had said recently, what Kevin Feige had said about him being a character of immediate potential, and the rumors that this movie had already moved into earliest stages of production. We're going to break down where the report's coming from, what exactly it says about Nova, and when you can expect to see him in the MCU alongside the Fantastic Four, the Mutants, and the others to come in 2022 like Blade. We're going to break it all down, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel related stuff, including copies of Avengers Endgame in Blu-ray and DVD. This will be the last week for that giveaway. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So as reported by MCU Cosmics' Jeremy Conrad, under the headline, Nova is set for his MCU debut, and then of course reported by all the regular sources within hours after that. He starts by reminding us that they were the same site that leaked that Nova was in earliest development back in May, and quote, according to reliable sources, Nova appears to be one of the biggest characters planned for a Phase 5 debut alongside Blade, the Fantastic Four, and the Mutants. And from the sound of things, it's now been in development for a while, and it could be relatively early in Phase 5 as well. Right now, the only Phase 5 movie we have a release date for is Black Panther 2 on May 6, 2022. There are also February and July MCU releases in 2022, not to mention the movies planned for 2023. So where Nova would appear is difficult to predict. And he goes on to say, of course, with the streaming shows on TV, planning to introduce a ton of characters, and then with Captain Marvel 2 on the horizon, a huge cosmic movie could be a great place for him to debut. There's also movies like Thor, Love and Thunder, and of course, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, where, if you remember in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, we first saw the Nova Corps. These would be excellent movies for him to first pop up before he gets his own solo outing. Now, if you remember, the most recent news about Nova was that they were eyeing Spider-Man director Jon Watts, and the play by Disney was to throw so much money at Jon Watts he couldn't refuse, thusly making sure he couldn't direct Spider-Man 3 over at Sony. Turns out they weren't going to have to do that, and that was just a rumor. They were going to do that anyway. But if not Spider-Man director Jon Watts, perhaps they have another director in mind already. Why Jon Watts, you ask? Well, Peter Parker was actually the original template for Richard Rider. Richard Rider becoming an analog for Peter Parker a decade later, wanting to recapture that same magic that Spider-Man had as an original kid, trying to deal with this immediate influx of power. And if that's not enough, Richard Rider also a high school teenager born in New York. It's pretty clear to see the analog here. Either way, the biggest Easter egg for his appearance in the MCU was the comic true origin story that they laid back in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, starting with the introduction of the Nova Corps, leading all the way up to Infinity War with the decimation of Xandar. As the comic origin story goes, the last surviving member of the Nova Corps is actually Roman Day. We met him again back in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, and he will take the power of the Nova Corps and bestow it on Richard Rider before he passes, leaving Richard Rider's Nova to be the last surviving member of the Nova Corps. He then has to figure out what to do with all this power, as no other members are left. Either way, this has left a lot of us to speculate, since they didn't specifically include the decimation of Xandar in Infinity War. Of course, Thanos famously already showing up with the Power Stone. When first we see him entering the scene against Thor, that perhaps they're going to include this scene in the origin story for Richard Rider. You could open the movie with Thanos invading and the connective tissue built there, tying it back to something that happened in one of the precipice moments of the Infinity Saga, would be an awesome way to start off Nova's origin story, especially for the viewer, and also help contextualize some of the history of the MCU that we haven't yet seen. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments about all of this. How hyped are you for Nova to enter the MCU? What team-ups do you think he's going to be involved in? And what movie do you think he'd most likely debut in, if not his own solo outing? Let me know what you think in the comments, and quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Alright, we're still giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, the next of which is at the 500,000 subscriber mark. We're headlong into that and should easily hit that by month's end. We're also giving away copies of Avengers Endgame in Blu-ray and DVD throughout the rest of the week. This week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, winners will be announced. This is the last week for that giveaway before we move into the box set giveaways for the holiday. All you have to do to be entered to win any of it, the PlayStations, any of these copies of Avengers Endgame, or the box sets going forward. Yeah, these are the limited edition Infinity War box sets priced at almost $600. We will be giving away 2 here at the channel throughout the holiday season in November and December. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and because it's random, the more videos you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. My name's Michael Roman, this is Everything Always, guys. Thanks for checking out the channel, and stick around, we'll be posting again real soon.